Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we have a event that is currently ongoing that we're going to cover today, and there's also been, as you can see, a new couple of camos that have been coming out, and there's even a new ship that I can show you. So let's just go over the event that happened a couple weeks ago real quick. Alright, this was the update that came out on April 26th. There's a new event. It's pretty much a bunch of German high-tier battleships. So you have a huge amount of secondary spam to deal with. But besides that, that's it. So if you're a good carrier person, you could probably beat this pretty easily because German battleships are not known for having a lot of anti-aircraft defense. However, if you're in literally anything else, you're going to pretty much die really quickly. Um, Destroyers are out of the question, guaranteed. Cruisers, unless you're extremely good, again, out of the question. Even most battleships are gonna be tough to beat this level. I used H-42 for my first time I tried it. I got it down to about one or two ships left. Actually, I think it was just one ship left. And I still ended up losing. Even with full secondary build and prioritizing targets and angling away from shots, even all of that, I still did not beat it solo. So it's definitely a team-based event. We'll get more into that when we actually play it later here. But you get some loot boxes, iridescent, some golden ones. There's star coins that are available too if you want some of the star coin ships. I currently have all of them, so I don't have to worry about that. They will be converted to free XP after the event ends. A new camouflage of H-42. We saw that briefly. We can go over it a little bit more when we're back on the game though. And some more star coins and activity boxes. You can see all these here. Oh, there's some rank points again. I got some rank points. That's nice. And all Prism ships have a 15% discount, and Prism camouflages have a discounted price as well. But yeah, so that's nice. The daily challenge for 2 weeks, so it ends this Wednesday, so in a couple days. Tomorrow, actually. Um, British destroyer Anzac. It's actually a tier 9, not a tier 8, thankfully. But it has a Jutland hull, but it has daring guns. So 2 twin 113 mils on the front. It's actually not as terrible as you think, but it's just it's too similar to what we already have in the game. So, all the tier 8 and tier 9 British destroyers are pretty much the same. And then you can get the points from activity boxes and stuff like that. The skybox has been changed. So the skies on the maps, it's actually really, really pretty now. Or at least some of them are. H-42 camo is available. Oh yeah, sister ship of British carrier Implacable is available as well. I don't think I gave her a name yet. I might want to do that. South Dakota's in the arena pool, and minor issues changes on the camouflage of Lioning. So yep, there's the H-42 camo. So let's go swing back over to the game here. Alright, so this is the new camo for H-42. I haven't renamed this one either yet, but we'll get there. But it's kind of like your stereotypical space camo kind of look. It's not all that terrible. I really don't like what they did with the main tower. But besides that, the colors are pretty nice and it's okay. Again, I prefer the realistic camos versus the sci-fi camos, but whatever works, whatever works. And then Implacable also has a camo. And there you go. This is the kind of camo I like. Pretty straightforward. The blue and the white is actually really, really nice as well. I do like that combo. Even got some on the deck there. So nice little additions there. But today's focus is the new event for Anzac. And actually I should probably show you Anzac. There you go. Alright, so yep, your stereotypical British destroyer hull. But you do have the 2 twin 113 mils up front, and you have 2 quintuple mounts amidships. No rear guns at all, so you're pretty similar to, what was it? I think it's Trafalgar. Yeah, so you're pretty similar to the Trafalgar. You do gain some torpedoes. Trafalgar has the secondary there. And then, going all the way over, Jutland also kind of has the same setup, except she has a 5th gun amidships, but she does get the 10 torpedoes still. So, there's a little bit of everything going around, but Anzac is not terrible. The daring guns are just as good on this ship as they are on daring, except you only have 2 twins instead of 3 twins, so that does drop your damage per second, or DPM, damage per minute. We'll have our own video on her, but she's just average, I guess you could say. There's nothing extremely special about her. So let's toss ourselves into this event and see if we can actually beat it with just ourselves. That's going to take all of our fuel. Okay, there is actually a team available. Let's see if we can go with them. But yeah, we have a Graf Zeppelin, Hanovers are H-39s, H-42 Luminous Strikes are H-42s, and Holzendorfs are the Space Bismarcks. You can see on our team we have a couple other carriers, some other battleships, but no cruisers or anything like that at all. We're actually facing southwest. That's interesting. Alright, so yeah, you just have a lot of German battleships, and the one Graf Zeppelin, which you may not think is a lot. However, if you're trying to repair like fires and everything from secondary hits, then a flooding or a torpedo or a bomb hit is going to actually do quite a bit of damage, because you won't be able to repair that flooding or fire until your repair is off cooldown. And I do have a full secondary build for my H-42, so we're going to try and stay within secondary range of our ship, but out of the secondary range of the enemy ships. So we already kind of lost that with the Holzendorf here. And I'm not going to prioritize any specific target for my secondaries. Whatever they can hit, they can hit. In fact, I might actually just stop here for a second. And we'll fix that fire. It's not going to sink me, but I'm already out of the range of the Bismarck secondaries here. Let's actually keep a little bit of speed on. More damage going everywhere. I sank something. I guess I sank the ship over there. That's the fun thing about secondaries. You just get random kills sometimes, and you don't even realize you were shooting at the ship. Or at least I do sometimes. That's always fun. Okay, so we pretty much have this Bismarck down. It's going to soak up some torpedoes. I'm going to send some more shots towards it as well. There may be other good battleships for this as well. Like if you want to use France, that could work. Montana could also probably work. Even Yamato Refit potentially. I just like the extra damage of the secondaries. It's continuous and it's going to help you in the long run. So it looks like our secondaries... Oh yeah, that's the heal effect for this new camo, by the way. Well, you'll probably see it on my ship later in the game here, but for right now, you can see it from the enemy. Now, if you recall, H-42 no longer has... actually, let me angle so I can get... Oh, it's gone. The 480mm guns, it only has the 420mm guns, so only 16.5-inch weaponry. Helgoland is the one that has the 480s now, but you literally have to buy them because it's a prism ship. But, you know, even if you do drop in terms of firepower, in my opinion, H-42 is still a good ship, as you can see. But she does lack the punch of the 480s, which is kind of upsetting. And honestly, I'm not giving enough lead to any of these ships, am I? Alright, secondaries can finish that one off. Time to switch. Oh. Yep, there we go. Switch over to this Hanover. Let's increase our speed a bit because we're going to be pretty separated from the rest of the enemies because they're all up to the north. The rest of my team is probably mopping up really quickly. Again, I tried to do this solo, but it didn't exactly pan out. And there we go, we got another one. Alright, what else can we do? Let's check out the new effect. You got some parts of your ship that glow, and you got like little sparkles that come up, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're no longer going to be able to use a lot of our secondaries, since we're so far away from everyone else. But let's just see if we can take some long-range pot shots at these battleships over here and start making our way towards the carrier, though I'm pretty sure that the Lion will be able to take care of that relatively easily. Alright, let's see how that lead is. A little bit more, I think. We did get 50% accuracy, but not as much as I'd like. It's going to take up some more torpedoes. I think I aimed a little short. Oh, well, most of them hit, actually. Oh yeah, and the Graf Zeppelin is gone. So it's just these two battleships now, which should be just the one battleship after this. Oh, and this is actually the last one, and it's gone. Cool, so we actually beat it. Nice. So, as you can see, it's just a bunch of secondary brawling battleships. If you stay out of range, you only have to worry about their main guns, which, comparatively to other battleships at these tiers, are kind of small. But still able to do 327,000 damage, 3 ships sunk, 85 shell hits, 1 aircraft shot down, 7 fires, and 592 secondary hits. So yeah, actually combined, well, yeah, combined 83,000 and 72,000 damage from fires, flooding, and secondary. That's pretty substantial. And then main battery was 171,000. But yeah, a lot of good damage. Pretty straightforward event, though it will be difficult if you try it solo. And your reward is going to be the Anzac destroyer at the end. Now, this is technically a prism camo, actually. So you do get the increased free XP. So you've just turned this into a free prism ship. So H-42, like I said, it's already a strong ship. You can play the same strong ship and get increased rewards now. So that's always fun. With that, I will wrap up today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe for further content. And join me next time while we go over the new destroyer for Anzac. So thank you and take care.